Hi, I'm here with Terri Brunson, the author for the book The Minorities. Um, Without further delay, let's go ahead and start talking to her. Hi, Miss Brunson, how are you doing today?
I am doing fine, and you?
Good, thank you. Um, Thank you for coming in and thank you for this interview. Um, let's begin with getting to know you a little about you.
Okay, my name is Terri Celestine Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
I am a 51-year-old single mother,
Mm-hmm.
an Aspie mother of one.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Zachary,
Mm-hmm.
and I have two siblings. Of whom I have a twin sister. Her name is Sherry Mitchell,
Mm-hmm.
and I also have a younger brother. His name is Wesley Brunson Jr.
Okay, tell us a little about your parents.
A little bit about my parents. My mother was a nurse, assistant nurse, and my father, he was um, like all over, but basically his main um, thing was his, barbecue business.
Mm-hmm.
He um, was
I hear that he builds barbecue
yeah, he
machines.
builds barbecue grills,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and that was one of his hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
That he built, and he did a lot of welding, so
Mm-hmm.
that's how he built those grills.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And he had a successful barbecue business
Awesome.
that, he'd done a lot of catering all over Plant City.
Mm-hmm. And he's an all-rounder. He
Yeah,
does
he's an
building
all-rounder,
houses.
so many things. He built
Mm-hmm.
houses,
Mm-hmm.
he wired the houses,
Mm-hmm.
he happened to build our house,
Mm-hmm.
our 5-bedroom house,
Mm-hmm.
by hand.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing he needed, assistance with was the roof of the house. But
Nice.
he's very talented, very skilled
Mm-hmm.
worker. I mean, all over the place. You
Mm-hmm.
name it. He worked with a place called Showmo that's
Mm-hmm.
been out of business forever and a day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how he raised his sisters and brothers.
Mm-hmm.
You
Nice.
know,
Wow.
by going to school part time,
Mm-hmm.
then part time, about 2 days a week,
Mm-hmm.
at Showmore.
Mm.
So he's really the patriot of the family, both families, including his siblings,
Mm-hmm.
and as well as my our family, our immediate family.
Mm-hmm.
But both parents are now deceased,
Mm-hmm.
and what I want to do is honor their memories,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
with the book I wrote.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to go ahead and talk about my book.
Okay. Before that, could you give us your names, like their names, your mom and dad's names?
Oh, my mother's name is Ruth Ann Thomas Brunson,
Mm-hmm.
and my father's name is Wesley Brunson Sr.
Are they say are they from the same place that you live right now?
Um, they are basically from Plant City,
Mm-hmm.
both of them. They lived in Plant City most of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I guess,
Yeah. Nice, nice. Okay, so go ahead and like just to go forward, tell us a little about the book, The Minorities.
um, in its category, it's urban, fictional. Um, the minorities is uh, I initiated the minorities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh God, I get kind of tripped up in my words, but the minorities about speaks about the abuse,
Mm-hmm.
the verbal, the emotional, the physical abuse
Mm-hmm.
of a teenage girl
Mm-hmm.
who um, virtually, gotten pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
and her boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
the character inside my book,
Mm-hmm.
he was no, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Come on, get this right, get it right, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of those characters that he's most likely a psychotic,
Mm-hmm.
uh, narcissistic, he's a psychopath,
Mm-hmm.
all in one. And my book basically covers abuse
Mm-hmm.
in every way, domestically and, you know, violently, you know.
Okay, so I see that while talking about the characters in the book, you get a little emotional and very much connected to it. Is there a reason behind it? Is that the reason that you started writing this book?
The reason behind the book is, you know, I have a friend who has been um, physically abused, verbally and emotionally.
Wow.
And she's been in this relationship. I can't go too much into what's going on with her, but I can give you um, a little bit about her. You know, she's going through a rough time in her life, you know, trying to deal with this guy, you know, who's part of her life and part of the abuse that she's going through.
Mm.
And I'm trying to, you know, give her some kind of comfort, you know, but mostly by God Almighty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to give her a little bit of comfort, a little bit of faith in herself, self-confidence, self-esteem, you know, to leave this guy. But, you know, sadly she decided to return to this guy. And that's what the Minorities basically covers, you know, especially when it comes to, you know, the younger generation, you know, focusing on the younger generation, the teenage generation who experience domestic violence and teen drama. You know, that's basically part of the Minorities.
How is the book accepted in the general public, and how I hear that you are receiving letters and reviews from your readers?
I received a good review about the Minorities. And I also, you know, getting all kinds of reviews, letters, and I've been, the Minorities has been selected to become a screenplay,
Oh wow.
to be adapted into a movie.
Nice.
So with the good reviews, the good, let's see, how can I put this?
Come back.
The good, basically the awesome reviews, the phenomenal reviews, you know, based on, you know, the abuse, you know, that I cover throughout the books. Every page you read, you know, it covers the abuse. And it was inspired by my friend, you know, who's going through this, you know, this rough time in her life, and she chose to return to. And I decided to pick up a pen one day, start writing, you know, about her. But first I want to go ahead and talk about, you know, what, you know, for my, let's see, yeah, I'm getting a little tripped up
It's okay.
again.
It's okay. Take your time.
But I'm trying to, you know, virtually get it out right now. Anytime I'm emotionally, you know, imbalanced, you know, I decide, you know, the only cure for me is to start writing. And that's how the Minorities became.
Okay, nice. So what's next for the Minorities?
What's next for the Minorities is basically the screenplay. And I'm having, you know, financial difficulties in funding, and I'm basically $4,000 under, you know, the limit, you know, in order to get this screenplay adapted into a movie.
Okay. What's the production company who's working with you?
I'm working with Chad Conley Productions. They were inspired, you know, by, you know, because I have a sequel out there of the Minorities, and they was inspired by the actual cover, the
Mm-hmm.
front cover of my book,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what inspired them to um, 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 put my book into a screenplay, and I need, you know,
Mm-hmm.
oh God, I'm still, getting tripped up right
Uh-huh.
now. I'm
Uh-huh.
trying to get my words out right now,
Yeah.
and it's just I'm trying to really get the funding,
Mm-hmm.
for the minorities. I really need everyone's support, all my readers,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to.
Okay. Talk to us a little about where can people source your book from? Like, where can they buy it from? And also about you're talking about funding. How can they reach? How can they send you money? Is it through your bank account, or how can they reach you at?
Okay, they can reach me through my I have a GoFundMe site set
Mm-hmm.
up
Mm-hmm.
just to um share, get the donations that I really need in
Mm-hmm.
order to get the screenplay
Mm-hmm.
adapted for a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And they can they can come and donate
Mm-hmm.
to my GoFundMe site. You can find, you know, where it's shared
Mm-hmm.
on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I have it in my news feed. I also have pages.
Mm-hmm.
My first page is author Terri Brunson,
Mm-hmm.
and it is shared. My GoFundMe site is shared there,
Mm-hmm.
as well as Reality Cup of Tea. That's another page
Mm-hmm.
that I have on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But the main page that I have, and I also shared it quite a few times, is the Minority series.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of the main page on my Facebook profile, and you
Awesome.
can go there. You can, if you would like to go there and give your donation, I would really and graciously appreciate that.
Nice. Okay. So I hear that there's more books coming out. Talk to us a little about your next editions and what is what's the minorities has in whole like for future.
Okay, for the future of the minorities, I already have my sequel.
Mm-hmm.
It's already published. So, um, and what I'm trying to do is, I have, a little bit more information I had to give before the book is ready, to be sold in
Mm-hmm.
bookstores like Amazon, Books A Million,
Mm-hmm.
and Walmart,
Mm-hmm.
and other online
Mm-hmm.
stores
Mm-hmm.
worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
My book is in 30,000, bookstores worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have a third edition of the Minorities
Mm-hmm.
that's coming out sometime next year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking forward to writing more minorities. I have 5 total, but I think I'm going a little further with the minority series,
Mm-hmm.
of books, that people I feel will enjoy reading.
Nice. Okay. Do you have anything else to tell to convey to your readers or for the general public out there? What is like, okay, let's say your book that is going to become a screenplay and then a movie. Once the movie picks up and once, God willing, it becomes a success, what are your future plans after that?
My future plans is to donate part of my success towards women of abuse,
Wow.
physically, mentally, verbally.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go ahead and I want to, give towards that as well as, towards my family.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to really, contribute my success to, my family,
Mm-hmm.
and especially to women of abuse, domestically, mentally, and physically.
Nice, nice. Um, as a closing note, is there anything that you would like to say? Anything further?
Well, I'm going to say I thank God for everything that is happening in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I thank God for my parents. When I had them, they're both deceased now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm looking forward to,
Mm-hmm.
this is my mother,
Mm-hmm.
as you see, she was a
Mm-hmm.
wonderful person.
Mm-hmm.
She was a beautiful person,
Very. Mm-hmm.
inside and out.
Mm-hmm.
And my father, he was a wonderful person. He was very generous.
Mm-hmm.
He was very skilled,
Mm-hmm.
very, what can I say? He was a phenomenal person, as well as my mother.
Mm-hmm.
I missed him greatly.
Mm-hmm.
And I dedicate most of my moment,
Mm-hmm.
basically all my moment, to them,
Mm-hmm.
as well as my books, the
Mm-hmm.
Minorities. And the Minorities, it will be covered, through the movie, through the screenplay and then the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it would also be a dedication to them,
Nice.
once, the Minority series become a success.
Okay.
Everything is donated. I mean, not donated, but,
Mm-hmm. Dedicated.
dedicated to them.
Nice. All right, guys. So you heard from your author herself that she is moving forward towards the movie, and she's looking and she's seeking out for help from all of her readers. Help her, browse her on Facebook, on Google,
Yes.
find her and start buy her books, fund her, and help her with this movie. And
Yes,
also,
because everybody, I really need your support in funding,
yeah,
so I can get the screenplay in order and also to be adapted into a movie. Because Chad Conley Productions, everybody there is very excited to do this movie with the Minorities. So
awesome.
please, I need your support, everybody. Please,
Yeah.
go to my GoFundMe site through Facebook and all the pages. Author Terri Celestine Brunson, Reality Cup of Tea, and mainly the Minority series.
Yep. So you heard from the author herself, and help her, support her, and go ahead and reach out to her, and we ask for your support and help in any form, in any amount you could help her with.
Yeah, because any amount would be grateful to me. I'll appreciate you greatly. And I pray God that everything goes into order, goes into, how I want to adapt this book. Please, everybody, give me your support. It would be greatly appreciated.
Yep. So there you see, Terri and her mom and the rest of the family is unable to be here now today, but we'll reach out to them as well, and please get in touch, and we'll see you again in another video with more updates on the movie that's coming up with the Minorities. All right, guys, see you soon. Thank you, Terri.
Oh, thank you, Naomi.
You're welcome.